The doorknob to his closet, just inches from his head, slowly, agonizingly began to turn. Gary squeezed his eyes shut tighter, pressing himself further into the dusty space under the bed, his small body trembling uncontrollably. The metallic temps of blood in the air seemed to thicken, and the guttural chanting from downstairs pulsed through the floorboards, a monstrous heartbeat. Then the knob clicked. The closet door creaked open, not with a bang but a slow, deliberate groan. Gary held his breath, his heart hammering against his ribs. He expected a claw, a red eye, a snarling face. Instead, from the inky blackness within, a sound drifted out, a soft, distorted giggle. It was high-pitched, like a child's, but utterly wrong, stretched and warped, as if played on a broken record. It was a sound that shouldn't exist, a sound that made the hairs on his arms stand on end, raising goosebumps across his skin. It's not real. It's not real. It's just a dream. Still asleep. His mind screamed, desperate to cling to the last shred of sanity. But the coppery smell and the chilling giggle were too vivid, too immediate. With a choked gasp, Gary scrambled out from under the bed. His movements were clumsy and fumbling in his panic. He didn't look back at the closet. He couldn't. He burst into the hallway, the sounds of destruction from downstairs now louder, more chaotic. Furniture splintered, glass shattered, and the monster's chants echoed through the once familiar space. The hallway was a swirling canvas of shadows cast by the faint, eerie glow of the streetlights outside, now obscured by what looked like thick, dark webbing clinging to the windows. He needed Mom. He needed Dad. His small, terrified mind desperate for the security. Sameness that had been ripped away instinctively pulled him towards their bedroom door. He stumbled, his legs feeling like jelly, his breath coming in ragged, shallow gasps. The house, his home, was no longer a safe place. It was a labyrinth of terror, a monster's lair. He reached their door, pushing it open with a trembling hand. The room was dark, the curtains drawn, but a sliver of moonlight cut through a gap, illuminating a horrifying scene. The bed was overturned, the mattress ripped open, stuffing spilling out like guts. Clothes were strewn everywhere, and on the dresser, a framed photo of his family lay shattered, his parents' smiling faces fractured into a dozen pieces. Then he saw it. A large, hulking shadow detached itself from the corner of the room. It was one of the bigger monsters, its form vaguely humanoid, but twisted, covered in the same dark, matted fur and glistening with that sickening dark blood. It turned its head slowly, its two glowing red eyes fixing on Gary, and then, from its mouth, came a sound that froze Gary's blood solid. "What is it, son?" It was his father's voice, distorted, guttural, but undeniably his father's words, mimicked perfectly, dripping with a mocking, bored tone. The monster took a slow, deliberate step towards him, its head tilting as if studying him. Gary's mouth quivered, but no sound came out. He couldn't move. He couldn't breathe. The monster raised a clawed hand, and in its grip, Gary saw a familiar object. His father's worn leather wallet dangled there, a grotesque trophy. "Go back to sleep, Gary," the monster rumbled, its voice now a chilling blend of his father's and something ancient and evil. It was coming for him. And this time, there was no waking up.